From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now Damian Williams to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll set up to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
First down, Buffalo.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Hill, the ball carrier.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So after the INT, it's Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
It's a gain.
A big play here for the Bills. 53 yards. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. This is Homer And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Left side caught by Diggs.
Allen's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The kick by Bass is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Hill on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Into the secondary again. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They're going option play on 3rd down. That's out to the left and complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
4th down.
I'm here all day. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Let them know, let them know.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. To throw again, Allen. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. And the elder statesman with a big run. He's hit that dreaded 3-0. He still can churn it.
I love the way you treat him with respect.
Respect.
Elder statesman. He didn't just call him an old guy or anything like that.
Call you an elder statesman.
I love the way he can still play. Talk about running it with savvy now.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun on third down, Mahomes being chased out left. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Makes the score.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
A loss of 4 yards. It's second down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
For Kansas City.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. From way up at the 23 and out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Here we go. 50-50. Mike 50. Big stop, man. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 50. Mike 50. Here we go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Throwing again. Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Chiefs 17, Bills 10. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Williams to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Now he'll escape to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Check. Crunch. MP.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Going on the ground with Homer. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. operating from the gun. Allen got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they try the right side here. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off at the 22. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the 2nd one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
It's to 2nd and goal at the Bills 7.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
A 28-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Allen. Dancing to his left. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Pay attention, pay attention.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Running out of the
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Switch, switch, switch. Attack, attack. Check three.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. This is caught. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a 1st down.
1st down and goal to go.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Chiefs 27, Bills 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
In your face.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On first down, Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Allen. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Bills on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, Allen. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the gun, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Allen.
A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Bills first down.
Now Allen again, eluding the pressure right. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
It's going to be a long day. Mike's 50. Hey, get away.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Here we go. Run the mic. Watch one. And watch the leg. So nice number one.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Kansas City, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.